everyone, welcome back to Lean On Learning channel. In today's video, we will be continuing into the discussion on how to construct our pivot table effectively. Now, those who are watching this video for the first time, do subscribe the channel and do support the channel. Kindly share with your family and friends. Now, let's move into the video. Now, what is the pivot table which I am going to construct today is, I am going to compare the gender as well as the score, maximum, minimum and the average score scored by them in each of the subject. We have 6 subjects. I'll do with one. The remaining will be easy for you. Okay. Right. Now, I'll see here. Now, most of the cases we doesn't want to have all the tiny informations. We just need a summary. At that particular moment, this pivot table will help you a lot. Okay. Now, I'm dropping S1 under values. You can see by default it says count of S1, but I need the maximum score. So, what I have to do is click the drop down button here. Go to value field settings and select maximum. Okay. Now, you can see here there is a change, maximum of S1. There are both female as well as male candidates are there who have scored more than, who have scored 20. 20 is the maximum score. Okay, right. Now, if I want to find the minimum, again you have to drop S1 here. Go to the value field settings and select minimum. Okay, now give OK, you can see. The minimum score is 5 for female candidate and 2 for male candidate. Now, if you want the average, again drop S1 under the value section. Okay. Now, go for the value field settings and click the average. That's it. You will get all maximum, minimum and average. Similarly, I have done for single subject. You can do for all the 6 subjects. Okay, right? Now, if I want to change the format of this particular cell, the average, I doesn't want this much of numbers after the decimal. What I have to do is just select the column, give a right click. Okay, you have format cells as well as number format. You can choose either one of them. Go to number format. Okay, choose number. Right, I am reducing it to 0. Now you can see there will be no digits after the decimal because I have reduced it to 0. Okay, so this gives you a very quick look on what is the maximum score in that particular subject, what is the minimum score in the particular subject as well as the average. This is really helpful at many times for many of us. Let's see how to apply a filter. Now, what I am going to do is, I am going to compare it with location. Okay, I am just click location and drop under report filter. I will do it again. Okay, you can see here, immediately you will have a cell called as location, and here all the locations, whatever is available in the source data, all the locations will be available here. Just click the drop down button. You can see Bangalore, Chennai, Coimbatore, Delhi, everything is over here. I'm doing it again. You can verify it. Okay. Now, all the cities are here. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to uncheck all and I'm just going to select Bangalore. Okay. Give OK. You can see in the candidates from Bangalore, the score, maximum score of the female is 9, minimum is 7 and their average is 8. Similarly, male from the candidate from Bangalore have scored 20. Minimum score is 2 and their average is 8. Okay, so then there is no change in the average. Similarly, I want to check for 2 or 3 cities, Bangalore, Delhi. For that, you have to check this column, select multiple items, Delhi and Mumbai. Okay, now for all the 3 cities you have selected, the maximum score is 20, minimum is 5 and the average is 9. Now, this is how you can apply filters also. So, where you dropped it, you have to draw the particular criteria based on which you are going to do the filter in the report filters. Now, I want to change the names of the column over here. Here it is maximum of S1. I just wanted maximum mark. Here minimum marks and here average mark. That is quite enough for me. If I have to do that, I have to just click the column header. You can see here when I click the column header, you will get a prompt over here. The value field setting prompt appears, right? Just change it. Minimum marks. The custom name, we are giving it as minimum marks. So when you click OK, immediately you can see the change occurring here. Now you can also change the column header by making a change in the formula bar. I am doing it as maximum marks. Hope you can identify the change that is happening in the table. And here I am making it as average of just average. Okay. So this is how you can make changes in the column header, names in the column headers. And if you want this table format, you want it as a table format, then you have to go to the design option, right? You can see here there is a report layout. There are 3 different layouts. It can be in a compact form, in an outline form. I'll show you again. Go to the report layout. And here you can see compact, outline and tabular. Now I want this as in a tabular form. So just press tabular form. You will get the tabular form. Okay, maybe as there is no style applied, you didn't have identified. I'll give a style. There are different pivot table styles as we look into the styles in the table. Okay, here I am giving a color of such kind. You can see the changes happening there. Okay, you want still more darker, you can see here. Right. Now this is how you can make changes in the table style also. Okay, if you doesn't want row headers, you can remove it. Column headers, you can remove it. Okay, all this you can do. And similarly, I doesn't want the grand total. See here, what is this grand total 20 represent? This is representing what is the maximum among these two. What is the minimum among these two marks? What is the average among these two? So this is not essential for us. Now what I have to do is go to grand total under the layout section, and you can off the grand total for rows and columns. When you press this, the grand total will disappear, right? Similarly, you want it back, go again, and you can click for on for rows and columns. Similarly, you can enable it for rows. Similarly, you can enable it for columns. Similarly, it is applicable to subtotals also. Okay, so this is how we are going to we are constructing a pivot table similar to the table which we have discussed already with the source data. Pivot table is really a helping tool. We will be still looking into different examples of how you can utilize a pivot table for grouping. Okay, all these things will be discussed in the next video. Do support my channel. Do subscribe my channel. Give a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you.